mo bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí condemn ṣe ni mo wà dead by hand ní judgment mo face. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn tí ń ṣàánú mi ló máa fún mi lówó online mo ti mọ̀ kò sẹ́ni tí mo mọ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀tì tí mo jẹ́ 85,000 mo ra chargeable fan kékeré kan mo ra 75,000 kódà tó dẹ̀ bá mi gbé wọlé náà gba 5,000 lọ́wọ́ mi. Mi ì mọ̀rú akọ́wọ́n tó fẹ́ mu mi ì mọ̀rú dróògì tó fẹ́ fà tó bá ti lówó ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ó máa gẹ̀ẹ́tẹ̀.
Behind the concrete walls of Ibara Correctional Center, Abeokuta, the razor wire and hand guards, inmates serve sentences ranging from months to a lifetime, while many others await execution. The prison was built to confine offenders, but in Nigeria's digital age, prison walls no longer guarantee confinement. Because while serving a death sentence for murder, inmates found a way to escape, not physically, but digitally.
What is a prisoner looking for on TikTok?
One inmate live streamed, he built followers. He received gifts and money from strangers. He did it all from death row behind bars. On a sunny afternoon in 2016, Rofiat Adebisi, a final year student of Osun State University, disappeared after accepting a ride while traveling to Osogbo. The driver, Elijah Oyebode, alongside a herbalist, were arrested and prosecuted for murder of Ms. Adebisi. Investigators uncovered conflicting accounts from Oyebode, but medical evidence presented before the court showed that she was raped and strangled to death. At Osun State High Court, Justice S.O. Falola found him guilty of murder. The sentence was death by hanging. Most Nigerians would assume that such a sentence would place an individual beyond the reach of everyday society. But that assumption would prove wrong. According to a senior legal practitioner, Benzak Aziz, the rehabilitation and transformative framework of the 2019 NCS Act reform has only been cosmetically enacted. Months into 2026, Elijah Oyebode was not hidden from public view.
Online mo ti mọ̀ kò sẹ́ni tí mo mọ̀ yín gbèrò àwọn tí mo mọ̀ yín gbèrò gan kò sẹ́ni bọ́dí wọn máa mẹ́sẹ̀jì ẹlòmíì blocking.
He was active on TikTok. Investigators identified multiple accounts linked to him. One account accumulated substantial audience engagement and achieved level 20 gifting status, a milestone associated with significant financial transactions on the platform.
A prisoner is on level 20. Level 20 on TikTok is a gifter. He has two accounts. One is level 20, one is level 16. So if you should combine level 20 and that level 16, he has spent more than 2 million naira.
Thousands watched his live streams. Many had no idea they were interacting with a convicted murderer awaiting execution. The creator was broadcasting from prison. But the story goes beyond social media. During live streams reviewed by this investigation, Oyebode described what he claimed was a thriving underground economy operating inside the prison. Inmates possessed multiple mobile phones. Internet access is widespread. According to Oyebode, phones are smuggled into the prison and later confiscated by officers who allegedly demand payment before returning them.
Phone is a privilege, not our rights. I'm going to
He also claimed that drug and contraband enters the facility through corrupt channels. Some allegations go even further. These claims could not be independently verified, but they raise troubling questions about oversight inside Nigerian's correctional system. The Nigerian Correctional Service rejects misconduct within its ranks. When contacted, the service said it maintains a zero-tolerance policy against corruption.
Any officer that is found culpable in any of these acts does not go unpunished. But let me make something clear. Smuggling of unauthorized gadgets into prisons across the country is something that every prison administration struggles to contain.
Yet, one critical question remains unanswered. How did a death row inmate maintain an active online presence for months without detection? For cybersecurity experts, the technological solution appears straightforward. According to experts, carefully configured signal control systems could disable unauthorized devices without affecting surrounding communities.
There are mechanisms that can be used to restrict their connectivity to certain aspects, to certain websites, to certain platforms. There will be a kind of jammer that will jam the network, that will not allow them to use certain things within the wall of the prison. Yeah, if that actually is going on and they are aware that it's going on and they have not done anything, that means it is on their part. Like I said, on their part.
If the technology exists, the challenge may not be technical. It may be institutional.
What we are working on presently is to use technology, CCTV cameras, to see, to deploy them to assist the human efforts that we are putting in place to ensure that these things don't continue, because it's not acceptable to the Nigerian Correctional Service at all.
The questions do not end at the prison gate. TikTok removed millions of videos across sub-Saharan Africa in 2024. Yet a death row inmate maintained a visible presence on the platform. He live-streamed, received gifts, built audiences, and remained active until journalists began asking questions. When approached with evidence from this investigation, TikTok requested account information and commenced an internal review. For critics, that response raises concerns about how effectively platforms identify high-risk users and monitor monetized accounts.
If they can join a live social media platform, maybe for fun or, like you said, for the monetary value, they can as well do anything from the comfort of the cells where they are operating from.
Like the people that were sentenced based on armed robbery, they can reach out to their other members and still be giving them updates. That's one of the reasons I stopped talking to you, because I felt like I wasn't safe anymore.
We can have evidences of this, and we can track it, and we can get both the inmates and the officers that are enabling this thing.
Nearly a decade ago, Rofiat Adebisi stood beside the road waiting for transportation home. She never arrived. The man convicted of her murder now claims to have spent years connected to the outside world from inside a prison cell. His story exposes uncomfortable questions about corruption, about technology, about accountability, and about whether Nigerians' prisons are truly places of confinement or merely another frontier in a rapidly expanding digital world? When confronted with our forensic evidence, TikTok refused to comment, asking instead for the inmates' accounts handles. Then came a sudden cleanup. Rather than answer our questions, the platform removed more than 4 million videos in Nigeria and disrupted 86,000 live streams. But the sweeping cleanup could not erase the evidence of a system failure. The cleanup now raises even more troubling questions about how much remains hidden in plain sight.